that if this doesn't work this time, you guys come hang with me in about 30 minutes and I will be at the airport and I will have a stable signal there. So, so it looks like we're still here. I see some hearts, that's good. Can somebody tell me what tip I was on before you lost me? Oh, well, you guys lost me like right at the end. Eating out, okay. Oh no, I see. Okay, eating out because of a ball game. Okay, so so we were talking about then actually planning. Oh, I was saying that the average restaurant. Thank you. The average restaurant meal for 2 people is it's like $38.63 or something like that. That's for 2 people, and that you can actually cook. I mean, if we don't eat out one meal at a restaurant, then we have saved our $40 that week. So it's kind of a wash, and plus we're getting much better foods. And then my other suggestion for you would be to go to try this as an idea. So you have another family that has the same cooking principles as you have. Hey, welcome in everybody. It has the same cooking principles and ideas that you have. So you plan that you go to their house if you want that eating out experience. You plan that you go to their house one night and then they come to your house one night. And so that you have that community sense and that you have that eating out. And then you also have the convenience of not having to make dinner that night. So that's just a really good idea as well. And you can still maintain your healthy diet. So, okay, so number three. Number 3. I hope I don't lose you guys again. Thanks for all the hearts, everybody. So number 3 is this. Number 3 is batch cook and batch freeze. So when you go to a farmer's market or something like that, a lot of times they will give you like a big box for like $20, and you can take that, and you get a lot of produce that you may or may not be eating that week. So I want you to think about, I don't know if you missed anything or not. So this is like my 3rd time to try this. So you have to watch the replays because I think I'm pretty connected, but I want to make sure. So if you go to the farmers markets and you buy these big things, you can actually make that food ahead of time and stick it in the freezer. Most foods will stay in the freezer up to 6 months. So you can buy the fresh produce that you're getting. Not all produce freezes well, by the way, but you can get those fresh fruits and veggies that you're getting at farmers market in the summertime and freeze those up. So when you bulk cook as well, it's not bulk cook, but when you batch cook as well, that sets you up for success for the entire week, and sometimes for 2 weeks. So those things would actually be refrigerated. That is going to save you time, and that is going to save you money because you can buy in bulk. And then if you're bulk freezing, then that means that you've bought like a whole load of carrots and you have blanched them and frozen them yourself, or Brussels sprouts or whatever's in season, and you can get a good deal on them. Then I say, or you can can them as well if you're into canning. Yes, it does take a little bit of work. Yes, it does take a little bit of your time, but we're talking about your health here. We're talking about an investment in your body. We're not talking about just, some people take better care of their cars than they take care of their bodies. And I like to use this analogy. If you knew that you were going to get, in your lifetime, that you were going to get a car, and that's the only car that you were ever going to have, ever in your entire life, you were never going to get another car, wouldn't you take amazing care of that car so it would last? Your body is no different than that. So this, you have to think about it like that. This is the only one you get. This is the one that you get. And so you need to take care of it. Prevent yourself from getting disease. Prevent yourself from getting all of these autoimmune diseases and all of these sicknesses that people are being affected with. And it's because of these pesticides and these fertilizers are killing us from the inside out. You just can't drive down the highway without something hitting your car, can you?
I can't.
Something just hit our car. I swear every time we drive down this highway, something hits our car. So, by the way, I am not the driver of this car. My husband is driving. I am just the passenger. I just want to make that crystal clear. So, for all of you that are like me, that are totally against scoping and driving. So, do not scope and drive. All right, number 4. Farmers markets. Farmers markets are your friends. Farmers markets are a great place to, yeah, no, never, absolutely. Farmers markets are a great place to get organic produce cheap, and you can buy it in bulk. Thank you. Yes, no scoping and driving ever, ever, ever. Be kind to yourself and be kind to everybody that's around you as well. Do not scope and drive. So farmers markets are a great place. I cannot preach it enough. I love my farmers market. I get amazing produce. I get it for a good price. I know the farmers. I know that I'm buying locally as well. Not always organic at yours. Yeah, most of ours are organic. In fact, I don't think that they could survive in Fort Collins if they didn't have organic produce. But yes, all of ours are organic. And it doesn't even say like organic farmers market, not in the UK. Yeah, so you still have to be careful, obviously. But if you can get organic produce there, I guarantee you it's going to be cheaper if you're buying it right from the source, because they do not have to package it and get it ready for market. It just goes right to market right from their trucks. And so it is much cheaper than buying it in a grocery store. And like I do, all of our stuff is local, and so I know who I'm buying from. I know the farmers I'm buying from. I can go to their farm anytime I want and see what they're growing and look at their practices. So farmers markets are an amazing way to get cheap produce, and people say that all the time, but I just want to say that it's absolutely true and you should try it. Number 5, buy from the freezer section. This is probably the cheapest way to buy organics, is to buy them frozen, especially veggies. And we're talking about produce at this point. That is going to be the cheapest way to get fruits and veggies. So good for you. Yeah, I'm the same way. I am right with you. I can't see your name because of the sun. I think it says Mimi. I am right with you. We do not buy it. If I can't get it organic, I don't buy it. But I do have a rule for other people that I say all the time, and that is in produce and fruits and veggies, that if you eat the peel, it's no deal. So if you eat the peel and it's only available in conventional, meaning non-organic, then do not buy it. That's my rule. So you don't have to memorize the dirty dozen and the clean 15. You just need to know that if you eat the peel, it's no deal. I do not buy frozen organics from China. So yeah, I don't, I have spent some time in China, actually. It's a great country. Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful country, and I had so much fun there. But it's very polluted. Even if it was organic, I don't know that I would trust it, because their air quality is so bad. It is so bad. Yeah, the rain quality, that's a very good point. It's very polluted there, their areas. So I just generally probably wouldn't trust them. Just saying. I mean, I'm not telling you to or not to, and it's nothing against China whatsoever. It's not like, oh, because it's from China. It's just because of their pollution is one of the main reasons that I wouldn't trust their organics. So, and they don't have the same, well, that's not true, actually. They do have the same quality standards there. They're people just like we are. But a lot of people say that they don't, but they do. I've spent some time there, so. And if you ever have a chance to go to China, you should absolutely go. It's an amazing place. So number 6 would be to join a CSA. If you don't know what a CSA is, it's a community supported agriculture is what the CSA stands for. So you're going to go to a local farm, you're going to sign up, they're going to give you produce and sometimes eggs and dairy and sometimes even meat. And they're going to provide you with your food for a length of time. So it can be 6 months, it can be a year, and you just pay a monthly fee. Now, the problem with that for a lot of people is that you never know what you're going to get. I think it's fun. I think it's fun not to know what you're going to get. It's like, what's that TV show that's where they cook and they don't know what they're going to be cooking? What's the name of that TV show? It's on the Food Network. Chopped. It's called Chopped. They get this basket and they don't know what's in it, and they've got to yes, you can get raw milk if your state allows it. So we talked about that and it being contraband in some states. So, but yes, if your state allows it, sometimes you can get the raw milk. But it's kind of fun. I mean, it's kind of fun to get a CSA box and see what's in it and make your way through the week with the produce that's provided for you. It forces you outside of the box. no pun intended. It forces you outside of the box and thinking. And oh, when they do the cow shares, yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna totally look into that. I would love to see if I can find some a cow share around here. So, and if I do, I'll scope about it, because that's amazing. So, so yes, join a CSA is a great way to get a cheap organic produce. So, and dairy sometimes, and again, sometimes meat. So, when you start a health journey, this is tip number 7, by the way. When you start a health journey, sometimes, a lot of times, you find that the expensive organics, which are going to be the meat and dairies, those are going to be the two. Those are the 2 things that I want you to buy, and they are going to be at the top of your budget. If you eat a lot of meat and dairy, it's going to cut into your budget. I'm sorry to say, but I will tell you that sometimes, a lot of times, when you start eating a healthy diet, those ideas. Oh my goodness, did I lose you guys again? Dang. Can somebody send some hearts or something so I know that I still have you? I think I've lost it again. Oh, there's some hearts. Okay, good deal. Thank you. So sometimes when, and this again is tip number 7. Okay, good. Thank you. So sometimes when you start a healthy journey, you start seeing that you're eating a lot more fruits and vegetables. Okay, good. Hi, Bren. It's good to see you. You're eating a lot more fruits and vegetables. So that dairy and that meat tends to go secondary. So it's top of the organic list, but sometimes it goes secondary. And you notice that you're eating, okay, good. That you're eating more fruits and vegetables. So your budget actually changes a little bit as you start migrating your diets to more plant-based foods. So I eat about 90% veggie. Out of those veggies, probably 50 to 60% is raw, and the other 10% is made up of pretty much meat and dairy, some grains as well. So you can see that when we think about it that way, that I'm eating a lot more produce than I'm eating the meat and dairy. So the things that are most expensive are actually minimized. Robin eats about 80-20 actually, and so those things are minimized, and you're not spending so much money on meat and dairy at that point. So just thinking about it that way, just a heads up actually is more than anything, that when you start making a change, you start finding that you eat more fruits and veggies. So number 8, plan, plan, plan. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. You have to plan to eat healthy. You have to set yourself up for success. You cannot, fast food is there because it is cheap and easy, right? It's so easy to just drive through McDonald's and grab a hamburger and get out and go on your way. It takes time, and it takes an investment in your time to actually plan to eat healthy. But once you plan and once you get into a habit of planning, I think I may have lost you again. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying something that you don't like.